Watauga Arts Council with your host, Cherry Johnson, serving arts in Watauga County for more than 30 years.
Hi, I'm Cherry Johnson with Watauga County Arts Council. You know, the Arts Council is all about the arts in general in Watauga County and promoting and encouraging all kinds of arts. One art form that we don't actually do ourselves, but we encourage very strongly, is theater. And I have two great theater folks with me today, two dear friends. This is Billy Ralph Winkler and Kathleen Rowell. And they are here to tell us about a wonderful production that you do not want to miss. It's coming up very shortly, so mark your calendar. This is The Music Man coming up.
Yeah.
Y'all are doing big time.
This is fun. This is fun. Exhausting, but fun.
Oh, yeah. Well, all theater's like that.
Of course.
Yeah, it really
absolutely
is. So I got to ask Kathleen, your role is producer?
I'm the producer.
Okay, so what is a producer?
Well, we handle all the logistics of the play. So where do we have rehearsal? Where do we do the performance? How much are the ticket prices? Do we do costumes? Do we not? And do we, hire the directors? And
So you tell him what to do?
no, he knows what he's doing. I leave him alone.
But she reminds me. The producer's job is to remind Billy Ralph, and you've known me long enough to know that has to be done
That's
often.
a very busy job you have. Now, Billy Ralph, you're the music director, right?
I am.
For The Music Man.
Right.
That's a pretty big title.
Yeah, I guess so. It's particularly for that show.
Exactly.
And I guess it's the first time I've done that for Blue Ridge Community Theater. I've played in a lot of the pits for lots of the productions. And I started listening the other day and was leaving some out. I've done more than I thought I had, but that's different. I mean, it was fun too, and that was tired.
Right.
But I sat in my little seat in my little corner and played my part, and didn't miss too many notes from forgetting and watching the show, but a few.
But now you have to do what?
Now I got to get everybody else to pay attention.
And do it when they're supposed to do it.
And try to keep it together, right, exactly.
Does this remind you of your band directing days?
Except that I have to keep telling myself, they're volunteers, you can't yell at them. They're volunteers, you can't yell at them.
It's community theater.
You didn't yell at your students.
Oh, no. They teach you temper tantrums in band directing school. Temper Tantrum 101, it's a required course.
How to have an appropriate temper tantrum.
Right, exactly.
Well, you do have to have a little bit of oomph there to get them to pay attention.
Artistic temperament.
Especially with teenagers. So, now, you're working with all ages?
We pretty much
What
are.
ages do you have in this production?
I guess, how's our Winthrop?
12, 13?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That'd be
We don't want to
this
insult
one in this production.
Right.
Okay.
And then and Dr. Isley's 91 now, I think,
Right.
and that sort of thing. So
He's
we
an
have
amazing
everything
man.
in between. He certainly is. He's my hero.
He is, yeah, he's a cool fellow. So who else is in this production? Tell me about it.
Well, we've got quite a few. Our Harold Hill is Mark Tomasic. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I've known him forever, but I never pronounce his name right. He's involved with the music program at Grace Lutheran Church.
Oh,
And,
okay. I don't know
he
him.
was music director for when the Ashe County Theater Group did their production of Oliver at the beginning of the summer. I played trumpet for that. But he's going to do a wonderful job as Harold Hill. Leah England is our Marion, and of course we mentioned Charles Isley. The Mountaineers Quartet is reprising their role from the last time Blue Ridge Community Theater did The Music Man, the full-scale production, as the school board.
That's
and they're
great.
wonderful. I bet they really are. And
They're always good.
right, his daughter Susan Lyons is playing Miss Peru, and I really enjoy working with her and Leah with the mama-daughter thing between Marion and Miss Peru.
Susan's got a wonderful voice.
Oh, she does.
Yeah,
She does. A great personality. Right.
So, and who else?
Well, they're as I said, there are a lot. I'm not going to try to name all the cast members,
About
but
how many
but
people?
we've got 70,
75.
Yeah,
Oh, no wonder he can't name them all.
It changes every other day, but and several groups from the community involved. The High Country Jubilee Chorus this summer, instead of doing what they usually do, which is doing this as their project, and they are the core of the townspeople.
Right.
And the Watauga County Community Band is providing most of the musicians for the instrumental musicians. wish we could use the whole band. We just can't fit them on stage with everybody. I think I have quite a few people who are disappointed, but there's and also since we rented the real scores from the company, we don't have parts for everybody either. But almost everybody in that group is from the Watauga County Community Band, and they've been giving me some of the rehearsal time to work on that. And we've got a clogging group.
Appalachian Rhythm Clogging.
Yes.
Right.
Their little group is clogging during a song.
Right. Ensemble Stage Company from over in Blowing Rock is going to be involved in the opening scene.
And a handbell choir.
Right. The Nexon Ringers from the Methodist Church are going to.
You're just pulling in all the best.
Well, you surround yourself with good people. It makes you look good. That's why I'm sitting between you two.
Oh, you're sweet. Billy Ruff's a long-time charmer.
I did want to explain to you, though, that we're doing this a little bit differently. This is a staged reading, so there's not sets and props and costumes.
Oh, really?
It'll be done as a staged reading where all the actors are in black and they read their parts.
Huh.
And it's a wonderful forum for doing theater because you will get so involved in just hearing the music and the words that you totally forget that there's not movement and acting going on. So it's a different.
This is very.
We're experimenting
intriguing.
a little bit, but it's
Yes.
going to be fun.
This is interesting. Now, you talked about the stage, too, and you're using a stage that we're all just getting acquainted with pretty well, and that's the new Watauga High School auditorium.
Yes.
And it is a slightly narrower stage than, say, Farthing,
Right.
which is much more expansive, you know. I guess it's smaller in all directions, but it's still a great stage.
A great stage, and much bigger than the old Watauga High School stage.
Massive improvement. So, all right, and now Kathleen, you're the lady that made the ticket prices and did all the detailed work like that. So tell us about these ticket prices and how to get tickets and so forth.
The tickets are going to be available at the door, so you don't have to pay that little extra fee for Ticketmaster that you usually do.
Right.
We are trying to work it out where you can use MasterCard or Visa.
Good.
Cash would be better. The adult tickets are $15, and any child under 12 is only $5.
Right.
Because we're trying to encourage families to bring their kids to something that's a classic. The play is August 17th and 18th at 8 p.m. and Sunday on August 19th at 3 for a matinee, for those folks who don't want to go out late at night.
For the final performance.
Right, and it is at Watauga High School Theater.
That's great. And easy parking. That's a really easy one.
Plenty of parking.
Which is always a big topic in this community.
Yes.
So it's an easy place to go. It's easy to access. It's a wonderful auditorium. If you've not been in there yet, it's a great facility. We're really proud of our high school auditorium now. You know, I know you wish that you'd had 30 years of teaching in that auditorium.
Oh, yes. But it's very gratifying to see that.
It is.
To see that really happen. And
You were a big part of that, if I recall.
well, I did my best.
He was the county commissioner at that point in time, I believe. So we thank you for what you are doing for the arts in this community. Kathleen, you guys, when I was at the Jones House Community Center, you were trotting in the door once a month to have a meeting and or a reading or something, and you sounded like you had an awful lot of fun down there.
We do. We do. We enjoy reading plays together just for fun. But
So
we're looking towards probably a murder mystery this fall, too, so keep peeled for that.
that's cool. So if somebody wants to get involved in the Blue Ridge Community Theater, what do they do?
All they need to do is come up and tell us, and we will take their name and number, and we will keep after them until we get them involved.
That's great.
But there's plenty to do on the stage with music or reading or acting, and there's a lot to do behind the stage, too, with costumes and makeup and lighting and stage managing, and there's something for everyone.
Yeah, that's one thing neat about theater is it's got so many facets to it that there's a niche for just about anybody that can fit in. If nothing else, you should be part of the audience.
There you go. We'd love that.
But we're real proud of the Blue Ridge Community Theater. You guys have been around for
Since 1976.
wow, long time. Okay. And so, Billy Ralph, I think that dates back almost as long as you and I've been out of high school.
Well, I tell you, right. I like the way you think.
So it's been wonderful to have you guys with me today, and I look forward to this production. I guess you're not going to give us a little taste of the music?
Too early in the morning.
Too early in the morning. Not enough coffee.
Well, I can show you my part.
I love it. Do come and enjoy the music, man. It's going to be a great production. It always is with the Blue Ridge Community Theater, and they are such a big part of our community, such a very vital part of our community. We hope that you'll support them in this way. And also, I know they accept contributions as well, right, Kathleen?
Well, we wouldn't turn them down.
Okay, and they would just have to do what?
Just see one of us at the ticket if you want, or give us a call. We do have a Facebook page, so you can follow us on that.
Right. Terrific. And just get in touch with somebody like Kathleen, and she'll take your dollars. And come enjoy Billy Ralph once again leading the whole show with the music, because you really do. You've always done that in this year. I used to call you the Pied Piper. Because where Billy Ralph does music, everybody comes and has a great time. So I know that you're going to enjoy this. I know the musicians are having a great time. Thank you for what you're doing in the arts in this community. We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Watauga Arts Council with your host, Cherry Johnson, serving arts in Watauga County for more than 30 years.